Hey guys, what is going on? My name is Caleb Thornton and welcome back to another video. Today we're taking a look at and talking about a keyboard from Alienware, which is called the Low Profile RGB Mechanical Gaming Keyboard AW510K, which is an absolute mouthful, so I'm just going to be referring to it as the 510K during the video. If you guys want to check out reviews on the Alienware's wireless mouse or the Aurora R11, which pair great with this keyboard, I'll have those linked in the description down below. Stick around to hear about the features, build quality, and performance this keyboard has to offer, and let's go ahead and get started. You can find this board on both Dell's website and Amazon. It normally retails for $150 in both their colors, but right now as the making of this video, it is discounted on Amazon in both their Dark Side of the Moon and also Lunar Light colorway. So if you guys are thinking about purchasing it or you're going to, just make sure you do it on Amazon so you can save a few dollars on it. And as always, I'll have these things linked in the description if you guys want to take a look and see the updated prices. This is a full-size board, which I personally don't prefer anymore. I actually like a little bit smaller form factor, but as you'd expect with a full-size board, you're going to get your entire number pad, your F row, all your shortcut keys. One thing you'll notice this board is missing, which is kind of surprising for a $150 board, is you actually don't have your own dedicated media keys. Those are going to be shared between your F9 and your F12 key on the board. It does come with its own volume roller though, which is something I always enjoyed when I did have a full-size board, something I wish that we could have on the smaller form factor, so that's a nice feature to have included. The frame itself is all plastic, but I have to say it looks really nice. It's very sleek and minimal, and it definitely has that Alienware aesthetic going on. Even though it is all plastic, it's very solid, and you'll see as I'm showing these clips of me putting some pressure on it, it's still getting barely any flex. This is a wired keyboard, and it is fixed into the back, so no USB-C here, so not future-proofed. But it's going to be a standard cord. It's going to go off and split off into two USB standard ports, which then you can plug into the back of your PC or a USB hub, whatever you might have. You do have access to a USB pass-through on the back, which is really nice. You'd expect this to be included in a board like this, of course. Which you can plug anything into, something ease of access, that if you want to charge something really quick, or maybe you have the Alienware wireless mouse, or just a wireless mouse in general, it's really easy just to plug your dongle in the back of that and then save a port on the back of your PC. Let's go ahead and get into what the main attraction of this board is going to be, which is going to be that low profile design and also those Cherry MX Red mechanical switches. These do have a 50 million keystroke life cycle, so not gonna have to worry about running that out anytime soon. They are very light to touch and quickly depress. They have a 1.2 millimeter travel to actuation point, then also 3.2 for the full keystroke itself. And the difference between that and the normal Cherry MX Red is going to have an actuation point of 2 millimeters and then the full travel of 4. So it's not a huge difference, but I definitely think I can tell with how quick it bottoms out on the board itself. These keys have an actuation force of 45 grams, and with that shallower travel distance, it definitely makes for a comfortable and really balanced key press. Now I'll go ahead and give you guys a sound test now so you can hear it for yourselves. As you guys can hear in that, these switches are pretty quiet and they sound nice. Definitely in comparison to some other Cherry MX Red switches, quite a bit quieter. I still do prefer my Cherry MX Red Silence that I have on my Maya Pro Ducky board. If you want to check that out, I'll have a link to that in the card in the top. But overall, the keys do feel really nice and they don't sound too clicky to me. The main gripe I have with it is just those stabilizers. You guys can probably hear that in the space bar, the resonance and the rattling you get in there, and also the ping on the backspace. It's just really annoying, especially if you're typing a lot. I found that to be pretty irritating to me, especially if it's something as expensive as a $150 board. You would hope not to have that. Obviously though, this can be fixed with maybe some simple modding. You could probably get rid of those, but this is something that you necessarily want to have to think about when you just spent money on a brand new board. I do really enjoy the low profile design. It did take a while to get used to because I'm just not used to it, but it really does put your wrists and your hands in a nice position for typing already. So if you didn't want to use a wrist rest, you probably wouldn't even have to with this. You are able to put this board in incline as well with the legs that are on the back of it, and it does give you two different height options, which you'll be seeing right now. Which is nice just because if one angle is too steep for you, you do have a little bit shallower option to put it at. Quickly covering the lighting options this board gives you, you're going to be able to configure what effect you want or what color you want in the Alienware Command Center, which will have some clips of that going on right now. And with that, you're gonna get their 16.8 million color choices. I find the software to be pretty easy to use, and also giving you just a ton of different variety of options is nice to be able to have that. As well as with the customization you're able to do on the in-game or on their software, Alienware's Command Center, you are able to adjust the brightness level on the board itself, which is really nice because with a whiteboard like this, you're definitely gonna get a lot of that RGB light reflecting. So if you're in a dark environment or you're gaming in a dark environment, typing, it's just nice to be able to turn that brightness down a little bit so you're not gonna be blinding yourself. Overall, I have been really enjoying this board and the features it offers. Using that low profile design is definitely something I'm getting used to, but it's felt really nice for typing and gaming on, especially as I grow more accustomed to it. Now, is it worth the $150? I don't really think it merits that price point. I feel like it's more towards the bare minimum of what you could see on a board that's gonna cost that much. But right now, as I did mention, it is on sale on Amazon, which I think makes it a lot more tempting of an offer. So if you're thinking about purchasing it, right now might be a good time to do it, because in both of their colorways, you do have it on sale on Amazon's website. Of course though, if you just like the Alienware aesthetic or you want to perfectly match it to your Alienware PC, such as the Aurora R11, then this is also going to be a big selling point for you, as well as being able to have all your peripherals in that one command center, which Alienware offers. To quickly just wrap this up, I want to go over just what my pros and cons are. Of course, this is my opinion, so take it as the hat. My biggest pros for this is definitely going to be that low profile design and those Cherry MX red switches. Super nice feeling, and I've really been enjoying typing and gaming on it. As well as having that USB pass-through, and then just that sleek and minimal frame design. It just looks really nice on top of your desk, especially when it's paired with other Alienware peripherals. The biggest cons for me though is just gonna be that price point, and then also the stabilizers on it. It's just rattly and kind of pingy, and when I'm typing, I just don't find that enjoyable at all and a little bit irritating to listen to. Hopefully you guys found this video helpful and informative, and if you did, please do hit that like button and consider subscribing for more content like this. If you have any questions about the board itself, and if you want to know anything else about it that I might be able to help you with, definitely leave it in the comments below and I'll try to get back to you as quickly as possible. And I'll see you guys in the next one.